Hey guys, welcome to a brand new Slaying Shade. Today we're going to be talking about Graveyard Girl, aka Bunny. I'm still kind of a fan of hers, but there's been some questionable things about her lately, so I'm going to talk about that. This is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with me. You can always leave your opinions down below, and we're going to get right into it. So far, I used the BH Cosmetics Naturally Flawless foundation and the BH Studio Pro concealer, which is a little light. I don't know. And I used the butter bronzer here. Okay. And I tightlined with the Maybelline Skinny Precise. So I am going to be going into the Norvina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am going to concentrate on these colors and Dazzle up there. So I'm going to do sort of like a burgundy kind of deal with like a little bit of glitter. I'm going to put my powder on first because there is a bit of fallout with this. Oh, I also use this brand new Perfect Pout lip scrub from Wet n Wild in the flavor watermelon. This was like $2.99 and I like it as much as the Jeffree Star lip scrub. Not that I will discontinue buying Jeffree Stars, but this is a lot cheaper and it's convenient because it's right down the street. So if you're just looking for something kind of comparable, this is really good, although they all say limited edition on them. So I'm not sure how limited edition they are. So, oh, before we get started, I had tweeted about this, but I feel like I have to say it on camera. I, have popped into Guru Gossiper a couple of times. Jen Loves Reviews was always talking about this website and like how, you know, you could never please everybody on it and like everybody was so nasty and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, there are some nasty threads. There are like some nasty things said, but all in all, like, this is the place where most people first get exposed. Like, they definitely investigate shit. Some of it turns out not to be true, but a lot of the time, it is. And there are a lot of YouTubers, drama channels that use threads from there solely for their content, and they don't ever give them a shout out or any kind of credit, which is ridiculous. And I just find it to be a site where people are blunt and open, brutally honest, Jordan Byers, about how they feel about influencers and brands and things, and I'm all for that. So, yes, you know, anytime that there's like a group or something, there's going to be some nasty people, but overall, I really like the site. So, I had a friend of mine sent me some screenshots that I was mentioned on there, and I was like, what? For my Peter Mon videos. So I decided to go on the other night when I first got sick. I still have my stomach thing, but I haven't had a fever, just cramps. So hopefully it's going away. But anyway, so I went on there and I decided to search my channel. And everything was like pretty cool, like anything I would consider like negative, some of it was funny, and you know, some of them had a point, so it wasn't like a big deal, you know. I have a very thick skin. I've gotten dragged for videos before. I'm as open and honest with you guys as possible, and I've been called fat, ugly, my voice is annoying, my videos are boring, you know, I'm a bully, all this kind of stuff. But somebody on there compared me to being as genuine as Laura Lee. Like, that is an insult. And I was like, oh my God, if that's how you feel about me, I have got to reevaluate like my whole life, because I don't think I come off like her, but damn, I was like, I'm actually insulted. I wasn't offended. I wasn't like pissed off, but I was like, what? Don't ever call me Laura Lee. Don't ever be like Laura Lee. Anyway, done with that. Let's get started. I'm probably going to go into eccentric and then maybe do a little volatile and passion. And then we'll do that Dazzle shade because I've only swatched it. So I want to put it on my face. So I, like many others, am a fan of Bunny. I first came across her channel when she did like a, let me get my mirror here, a paranormal like type story. And I was like, this girl is so weird. And so different. Like, yes, like I'm about this, you know? And, you know, I've been subscribed to her for years, and I don't know, somewhere along the way, I just kind of ended up, like, not that interested, like, in her content. I would go back and see, like, some of the As Seen on TV stuff, because those are pretty popular, but I always think she's pretty funny in those. And she always sort of was, like, a little too quirky for me sometimes, and, like, her whole sippy sip thing, and, like, it was just, like, extra as fuck. I liked it at first, but then it kind of like got on my nerves. I'm not saying like she's a bad person or anything for it. It was just something that sort of irked me just a little bit. So, I mean, I just kind of, there's so many creators now on YouTube that like I just sort of lost interest in her, really, which sucks, but you know, that happens. I ended up watching Shane Dawson's series on her, and I really felt for her. You know, at first, I just felt really bad for her. I left her a comment, I tweeted at her. I'm like super supportive, you know? And then, not like it matters, but, and then after I watched it again, the series that Shane has come out with, like the Jeffree Star one, the one with Bunny, I have watched all the videos twice, just in case like I missed something or something seems a little shady to me, you know? And so when I was watching it the second time around, I was like, you know, she's not showing all of these like expensive things and stuff because she wants to remain relatable, but she kind of isn't, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I understand, like, she doesn't want people to think of her differently because, you know, money doesn't change everybody. And I'm not saying it changed her at all, you know. But when she was so adamant about not showing certain things, it just kind of made me feel like maybe she really isn't as relatable as she thinks that she is. And, you know, it's one thing to have people know that you make money but not see it, so you can sit down in your t-shirts with holes in it and act like you're just the same person that you were before, but you're kind of not, you know? And another thing was that her content never really evolved into anything. You know, it was like the same stuff. And I know, you know, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you start to switch up your content, then you may lose some followers that started following you from the beginning. And so I guess it's hard, you know, to decide what to do in that sense. But I just found it a little shady that she was so like, oh my God, don't show anything, don't do it, you know? So that was like the first thing that I was like, okay, another thing, listen, I watched every video of hers, on her, I'm mixing that volatile and, passion together. So I watched her, all the videos of her in her car crying. It's just, I'm not saying that it was a lie or that she was doing that for sympathy or anything. I felt bad that she felt like that lost and she was being like really open and vulnerable. But at the same time, if you are crying over it, if you are that anxious over it, if you are that paranoid and worried about something, about being relatable and genuine, then maybe you kind of aren't. And maybe, you know, you should not be so focused on your analytics and just care about the type of content that you're making, you know? That's what I think. You know, if you just, you know, be yourself and, you know, do videos you want to do, maybe you'll lose some people if they think that you've changed, but you may gain a whole new type of audience, you know? I know that's probably easier said than done. You know, look at like the level of success that she has had, you know? So, I mean, the thing of it is that people grow out of channels, you know, something that you were into when, you know, you were like 20, you might not be into now. And like, that's just the way it goes. And now that YouTube is so popular and there's so many different content creators, there's so much to watch. And I just feel like a lot of us just sort of forgot about her, you know, because there was just other people that just seemed to be doing different things and more interesting things for us to watch, you know. And I'm not saying that, you know, to be mean. It's just that's what happens. Like, you can't stay relevant forever, meaning as popular as you are. Like on YouTube, everybody's relevant, but you know what I mean. And you can't stay as you know, getting all these millions of views like you used to when this platform is just so different. You know, there's so much that people offer. So the crying, the whining, all that kind of stuff kind of got on my nerves. But she has to realize, you know, people outgrow your channel and you're not always going to be who you were, and that's okay. I'm sure it's hard for her to embrace that fact, because after Shane's series, she started getting more subscribers and more views for a little bit, but her views are still back down, and I just think it's because people aren't buying what she's selling anymore. Like, it's like she's coming, to me, she's coming off like she's being very open now. Now I'm being honest. Excuse me, now I'm being open. But she's not really. You know what I mean? Like, not as much as she thinks she is. And I'm not saying that it's not hard, because, I mean, I have anxiety, I have depression, you know, I've been through shit. We all have, you know? But I think that she's holding on to wanting to be that same creator and having like that same influence as before, and it's just not there. It's not just her fault or anything. That's just the way things go. You know what I mean? So those videos were just sort of like really, do we have to see another video of you in your car crying? I'm going to take that Shimmer Dazzling. I'm going to take it on this flat brush and see. Oh, I like it, because I have like sausage fingers, but let me see if it works better. I was surprised that any came off at all. I'm just saying, usually with shimmers, I always use my finger. It's just the best way to go for me, but I didn't want to take it too far. Okay. So anyway, so that stuff kind of bothered me. And then came this Starbucks video. Now, if you're not subscribed to her other channel, Banana Peppers, you should be, because that's where all of like the tea is, really. She's always on there acting entitled and complaining about something or making a big deal about something that isn't a big deal, whatever. It's like a vlog channel. Who cares? That's, you know, what she wants to do. Just like I'm on here sharing my opinions about people. So, you know, it's not a big deal. But when I saw that video about Starbucks, now if you don't know, she doesn't like social interaction. She has social anxiety, which I totally understand. She would go to Starbucks. That's like her thing, like 4 or 5 times a day. She used to be able to get a free refill through the drive-thru. Now they're not doing that anymore. Why did it have to be a lengthy ass fucking video? I don't know. That's what made her seem like really entitled, and it just seemed like so, I don't know, just like so irrelevant. Like, who cares, you know? Like, just because you have social anxiety, like, I mean, I do too, but we don't get like special treatment, you know? And when this story came out, there were quite a few baristas that came out and said that she was like rude to them. She's not as nice as you think she is. And I mean, that's all, you know, hearsay, because people gossip about people like being mean or whatever all the time. Although I kind of believe it with her, because I just feel like she comes off so phony now. That's just my opinion. And I mean, I just don't know. It's just, she's just changed to me, you know? So after that Starbucks video, there were some drama channels that covered it. I believe it's BrowYouDoing. I think that's her name. I think she covered it. Oh man, I cannot remember. No, I think it was somebody else. Anyway, I'll link the video down below because it was really good. I just took that passion shade underneath the lash line here. So there was that. And on that channel, she just kind of complains, like, I don't know. There was also like another video. See, the whole Starbucks thing, yes, that's annoying, you know, that you can't have it your way anymore. You know what I mean? But that could have been a tweet. I'm going to go in with some Benefit Roller Lash. You could have just tweeted, oh, hey, this really sucks, Starbucks. This was like the only social interaction I would have. In the video, she talked about like, you know, I'm friends with the baristas. You know, they love me and I love talking with them and stuff. And I'm like, girl, they work there. They're not your friends. I'm sorry. I know that that's all the social interaction she could handle. I'm just saying, like, to call them your friends is kind of weird. So after some people were coming out saying some shit, there were some videos made and then everybody just sort of like forgot about the whole thing. She recently uploaded on Banana Peppers. I'm going in with this L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner, this chunky one. I might do my top lashes too if I brought any liner other than this one down here. But in this new video, she posted like some kind of meme or something on Instagram. And then everybody in that thread started sharing like their personal struggles, personal stories. It was pretty great to read. There were a lot of people that were going through the same stuff. A lot of people that were supporting each other and like making connections. And the way that she talked about it was like, she was like, I didn't know that people went through all kinds of stuff like this and it's so crazy. And I mean, it was a positive thing, but she kind of made it about herself, which is kind of weird. But she also acted like, oh my God, I cannot believe that like people have fucking shit that's more important going on than Starbucks, you know? Ugh. The only one I have down here is Kat Von D tattoo liner. I love it, but I don't like her. There will be a Slain shade on her very soon. Just so you know. I always get like a little high up. I'm just not good. I try to do like little small strokes, take my time, but it doesn't always work out that well. Okay, so I got that on. All right, so in that video, I was just like, okay, you know, and she's so, a lot of those videos on that channel are just like so self-deprecating, and it's like, it's just too much sometimes, you know, like it's just too much. I don't know, it's just been kind of rubbing me like the wrong way, and I feel like if she just stopped worrying about the views and the subscribers, and she was just let it all go, you know, just start all over, you know, it's just never going to be that way again. And I mean, yeah, I feel bad, but I just think that she's complaining like way too much about it. I'm going to go in with the Butter Blush. This one is in Plum Rose. I'm using this new Wet n Wild brush I got. This was, I think, $3.99 or $4.99. It is pretty. So you guys are going to have to let me know what you think about, oh, I love the smell of these, about Bunny, you know, about like her recent videos, about the Starbucks stuff. And it's kind of crazy because not a lot of people talked about the Starbucks thing. And I was like, damn, if this was like a beauty guru bitching about friggin' Starbucks, people would be all up on it, you know. But I don't think anybody ever really wants to talk about Bunny because she seems so like sweet, you know, and she very well could be. I just think it's a lot. Like, she just needs to chill. She just needs to be herself. And if you're gonna act like you're so vulnerable and opening up to us, then open up to us instead of just saying that you are being open with us, you know? That's just my opinion. I'm also gonna go into, I don't even know who Carly Bible is, by the way. I really don't. I just saw that this was on sale on bhcosmetics.com like a while back. I did get like a lot of use out of it though. I'm going to go into this shade here and do a little highlight. It picks up a lot. I don't want too much, just a little glow. I like this one a lot. The pink one isn't too bad, like for like the summer, if you are all pinky and peachy and stuff, it's like pretty good. Oh, that was kind of a lot. So yeah, so those are just my personal thoughts on her. I mean, I just think that she could just, if she could just get over herself and just, you know, enjoy what she does have, you know, instead of craving what she had in the past, instead of holding on to what she had in the past, instead of trying so hard to figure out what to do to get back to that. Just enjoy what you have, girl. Like, you have a lot of subscribers, you have a lot of supporters, you have a lot of love, you know? And I just think that she kind of comes off like she's taking those things for granted. And I think any one of us, when we see somebody that is successful, whether or not they're as successful as they were, she's still successful. And I feel like we're just like, you know, why are you complaining? Now, like I said before, I get the anxiety. I get that she wants things to be like they were before. It's just, after the Shane series and after everything has happened, I just would like to see her enjoy YouTube again. I feel like when I watch her, even the last As Seen on TV thing, or Does This Thing Really Work? I think it was that vacuum hair thing. Like, I still wanted to watch her. I still wanted to support her. But, I mean, it just felt like she's just going through the motions or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm going to go in with the Hydra Matte Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Plum Crazy. I have not tried this one yet. I don't know how well it's going to go with the eye look, but oh my, not mad at it. Ah, of course. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but I kind of like, my hand sort of went, and got a little, ooh, I love this color with the eyes. Here are the eyes. So, I mean, you guys let me know what you think. I do not hate Bunny. I just don't find her to be as entertaining. I think that, you know, and I don't even think that she really needs to change up her content. I just think she just seems different now. After the Starbucks thing, after, you know, acting so surprised that people have so many, like, things going on, after she keeps telling us she's opening up, she's being more vulnerable, but not really showing us, like, I just don't get it, you know? I'm going in with Slay All Day and Peach from Gerard Cosmetics. Oh, this stuff is so refreshing. This is the look. Yeah, so that's my Slain shade. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this. And trust me, I understand having panic attacks so badly that I didn't leave the house for months. I am not saying that her social anxiety is something to make fun of. I'm just saying that just because we struggle with things like that, we don't normally get special treatment. And the Starbucks thing made her come off really kind of cunty and entitled. I'm not calling her a cunt. I'm saying cunty. I don't call women cunts. But I just, I don't know. She just seems so different to me. And I think that if she was being herself and she acted like she enjoyed YouTube, people would stick around for her. But I think that, you know, you can't be famous on YouTube forever. You know what I mean? One day you could be one of the top beauty gurus killing it on YouTube, and then you're Manny MUA. So, you know, anything could happen. I wish her all the success and luck. I'm just tired of hearing her complain. And that's all. So, oh, I wanted you guys, if you follow me on Twitter, I'll put up like a post. My husband's waxing my eyebrows this weekend, finally. And I thought, like, while he was doing it, it might be fun to answer some questions, like, you know, we're married, couple questions, things that we hate about each other, things that are irritating, funny moments, how we met, like, whatever. So I'm going to post on Twitter and, like, start a little thread. You guys can ask us anything. And so I thought that might be fun while he's figuring out and doing the waxing and stuff, so we have some stuff to talk about. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Just because you don't agree with me doesn't mean I don't want you here. Just leave your thoughts below. And yeah, follow me on Twitter if you want to. I will see you guys in the next video. Love and hugs. Bye.